reparations is not about guilt, it is about justice. And this meeting today is yet another step forward in the fight for justice. I stand before you as the descendant of slaves. And most of the people in this room are indeed the descendants of slaves, which makes me very proud to help take forward the campaign for reparations. But this past week, and for many years before, we are hearing that reparation is all about the past. And because it's all about the past, we have to move on. Well, I have spent many years at the heart of the British state as a Member of Parliament. And let me tell you, these people love to chat about the past. They love to chat about the past. They love to take part in ceremonies which are about the past. They love to wear robes which are about the past. And they love to meet in a building which is about the past. But somehow, when it comes to black people, the past isn't relevant. And of course, the truth is that the past is not past, and it isn't even over. And as the descendants of slaves, we know that we are living today with the consequences of the transatlantic slave trade. Whether it's injustice, whether it's inequality in the diaspora, but as between the diaspora in Europe and America and Africa itself. The reparations isn't about the past, it is about the here and now, which is what makes this campaign so important. So we are at a crossroads. The idea of reparations is no longer radical, it is a matter of justice. In 2015, the University of the West Indies called for reparatory justice in the form of debt cancellation, technology transfers, and educational programs. This was not a cry for handouts, but for meaningful partnerships to redress the imbalances created by history. Here in Britain and the British government, we can do our part. The legislative opportunities are clear. The Labour Party previously had plans to establish a national reparations commission. Keir Starmer seems to have forgotten that. This would have been a body which studies the impact of Britain's role in slavery and colonialism, assessing the economic and social and psychological harms caused to black people, as well as establishing an educational trust to ensure that all children, black, white, brown, are taught a truthful history of Britain's involvement and enslavement and colonisation. I'm tired to hear British people tell me that, you know, they helped abolish slavery. For what are you talking about? The truth is that Britain's wealth, and we are here in London, in the midst of it, Britain's wealth and power was built on the proceeds of slavery. But they don't want to acknowledge that. But we are going to make them acknowledge that. argue that reparations are not just about the past, but they are divisive and impractical. I ask you this: is it not divisive to ignore the suffering of millions? Is it not impractical to let the cycle of inequality continue unchecked? The truth is, reparations are not simply about transferring wealth. They're about restoring dignity and recognizing our humanity, recognizing the humanity of those whose ancestors were dehumanized for profit. Reparations is not about guilt, it is about justice. And this meeting today is yet another step forward in the fight for justice. Thank you very much.